Hello, 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 and welcome to once again my stream of OCC Season 1 Championship Division. We are going to be, hopefully, getting a double game today. First off, we should be in about 5 minutes or so. tys123 with his Don't Panic Dark Elves should be facing off against Thunder and Lightning, coached by Nurdell, who are, I believe, the Underworld team. So, the reason that I started a little bit early, before the game has started, I believe, yep, correct, is because I wanted to go over the teams a little bit. But after this confrontation, we should also be hopping in on Bantha versus Pybot, OzTop versus Golden Hope's Legacy. OzTop having their own T-blog on the OCC forums as well, so feel free to check that out if you are looking for a little bit more of a story-driven narrative to his adventures in the OCC League. But yeah, that is the plan. We will be, as this game starts only an hour after the start of Tis and Nurdell's game, we will be joining this partway through probably. But hopefully, I felt that it was better to get at least that, get that, rather than not have it at all. So we will be going for a little bit of a longer stream than normal. Most of the time it's just going to be just the one game. But without further ado, still nobody live. Wonderful. Let's take a look at tys123's Don't Panic. So, Dark Elf team looks a lot better than my Dark Elf team. They have 13 players, none of who will be missing this current match. All of their blitzers already have dodge. 2 of them have tackle on as well. There are 2 witch elves, both of whom have strip ball, and I believe, yeah, as noted before, they randomed strip ball. And then we have Dark Elf lineman, who's got a niggle on him, but he's got block, which he randomed. Another randomed block, randomed tackle, randomed frenzy into randomed strip ball shadowing on a guy who has a minus passing ability. Niggle, 0 SPP lineman, a 0 SPP lineman. Not sure if... I mean, he is facing off against Underworld, so I think, like, considering his current money situation, I think I would probably keep Constant Maw around for this game rather than replacing him, because Underworld can definitely do damage to you. So having the damage go on this guy who you don't care about and who's probably gonna get rotated out regardless, I feel is okay to keep him around for this match. But after the match, because you know you're gonna be getting some money hopefully, and on the assumption that none of the useful players manages to get themselves injured and in need of replacement, he'll have more than enough money to rotate him out. But yeah, I'm not like, I'd probably be looking to also get rid of Spur Asterix Whale, because I feel that, like, with the 2 strip balls on the Witch Elves already, hopefully he doesn't, by the way, random any of the other Witch Elf skills, but like with strip ball on both of them, man, I am suddenly yawning quite a bit. Do not know why, but yeah, I think I mean, shadowing is just kind of pointless on a movement 6 piece. Like, oh, it's not pointless, but it's still not great. And then strip ball, like, you've already got 2 strip ball, both of them have frenzy. Like, both of these guys, it's just, like, I think this is, like, both of these skills are just bloat on that lineman. Like, the frenzy, fine. Tackle, fine. The 2 blocks, excellent. I think you just get rid of this guy once you can rotate it, but then let's take a look at Nurdell and his Underworld team. We have an Underworld troll, so he's already kind of gone wrong on the team building because he really should have the Rat Ogre. But yeah, he's got 10 SPP. He's looking for that block. He's got a Skaven Blitzer who's got block and monstrous mouth. I think that's a random, right? I think a Blitzer is 90 by default. We have a Gutter Runner who's got 4 SPP. Doubt he's going to be randoming anything on him. He's got Skaven Thrower. He's got block as a chosen skill. Skaven Clan Rat, nothing on him. Skaven Clan Rat randomed himself. Claw is probably... Yep, he chose both Claw and Block on the Skaven Clan Rat. He must have been facing like a lot of high armor teams for Claw to be like choosing Claw on a Skaven Clan Rat, right? Also, if you're doing that, why would you random a skill on the Blitzer? Unless that isn't random and the Blitzer is just 80k, which would make sense. Kind of, but I think a Skaven Blitzer on an Underworld team is 90k. So randoming, I don't know. Anyway, Goblin Lineman, nothing on him. He could random a skill. Goblin Lineman, nothing on these guys. All three could random a skill. And then he has 5 Snotlings, 3 rerolls, no Apo. He's got 205 in the bank. No Apo. I mean, looking at these, I guess, like, none of the players is really worth an Apo. I mean, the Gutter is, like, the argument for having an Apo. But other than that... Yeah... Like, if you want to just keep your TV lean, I get not running around with an Apo. I mean, I can't endorse it because I would never do such a thing, but... And the thing is that, just as a note, by the way, for anyone who isn't aware, they have decided to, that swarming should be no more. And that is a new update to the rule set. So... I wonder if he's going to rotate out any of the Snotlings that he has into Goblins, because I think that seems like a reasonable thing for him to do, especially when he's got that much money in the bank. Right. Let's see. Are they live? They are indeed live, so off we go. Dark Elves versus Underworld. And it looks like it's gonna be Underworld setting up for the defense. So they had quite a lot of inducements that they got. So they have 3 bribes, they have a wizard, and they even have Helmut Wolf as a star player. I have been told by a very... We'll keep the coach anonymous. But suffice to say, a veteran, sort of competent coach has told me that unless you're facing off against like a bunch of high armor that you just absolutely need to remove, a chainsaw is just not worth it anymore. And I believe them. I believe that person who said such a thing. But we shall see, because this is pretty much the first time that I think I've seen a chainsaw being deployed in Blood Bowl 3. So we'll see how that goes. Right, so that is their chosen formation. There is a Snotling on the line of scrimmage, there is a Goblin on the line of scrimmage, the Troll is on the line of scrimmage, then you have a lineup of Clan Rat, Blitzer, Goblin, then we have Clan Rat Block, Clan Rat Crawl, like... surrounding helmet, and then Gutter Runner, Thrower at the back. Okay. And that's some 4 swatlings and a goblin. So no rotations. No rotations from the snotling lineup to the goblins. So I mean maybe he's hoping. I mean, for this match, yeah, I get keeping your TV value low, and he might be keeping his TV value low for the rest of the season as well. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised if he decided to do that. So, now, let's see. Dark Elves going fairly middle heavy there. Like, middle heavy forward, leaving the Blitzer with 12 SPP in the back. Alright. Iron Man, one of your players without the available for gains +1 armor. Who gained +1 armor? It was... Oh, so the Underworld gets to decide to give armor, and they gave it to the block claw guy. Yep, that makes sense. He is like... He is probably like the player. I mean, I could have seen it like being given over to the gutter, but hopefully the gutter is not going to be hit. Alright, so first off, Snotling goes down, no armor break, and then unfortunately rolls a double skull. So that's already a reroll gone for the Dark Elves. Does manage to get a POW out of it, and manages removal in the Goblin getting knocked out, and then takes a swing at the swing at the troll. Excuse me. Down he goes. Follows it up. No armor break. All right. I'm surprised he didn't make that a 3-die, because he absolutely could have gotten the necessary assists in there to make that a 3-die. Alright, because unless like he's probably he's gonna move players to like protect that guy anyway. So he could have just moved them, like, because if he gets like 2 assists, then that would have been enough for a 3-die. So he moves the tackle player forward, goes for the pickup, manages it entirely fine. Does he move anyone else to cover, or was it just a tackle? Okay, just a tackle guy. And he doesn't move any of these guys, which is slightly strange, I feel. Underworld did not decide to use a wizard there. He is going after the tackle blitzer. Or well, one of the 2 bludgeoning tackle blitzers. Down he goes, even with claw, no armor break. Goes into contact. Interesting. Blitzer moves forward. Comes over to assist and tag. I wonder. Oh, he's going for... Oh, that was... Alright. He's just instantly going for that. Nope. Did not even manage to break it. Did not even manage to break armor with Helmet Wolf. Makes the dodge away. The troll stands up with the assist. Moves forward to screen. Moves forward to assist in screening, and keeps the thrower and the gutter in the back. So far, fairly conservative from both teams. No wizard being used here. Moves to assist. Takes the 1-die. He's got blocked. The troll does not. So I don't think that was what I would have done, considering. But I guess he can... Yeah, Helmet Wolf only has strength. Like, is this the chainsword? Does the chainsword not give any plus strength anymore? Doesn't say anything about it, but I'm not 100% on that. But goes after the Skaven Blitzer to try and get away from the chainsword with the bludgeoning tackle guy. Manages to get next to the goblin because it was only a push, so he will probably be taking a hit. Moves forward. Witch Elf tags the goblin from the other side. Bull moves forward. Witch Elf comes over to tag the goblin as well. Okay. Takes a 1 die. Yep. Okay. So it does not, in fact, give him any. And he's KO'd. Yep. I mean. Yeah. Question mark? I mean, good job on tys123's part for making those 1 die, I guess. That would be a bit like that. Yeah, he can get like 5 for the fireball there. 5 for the fireball, including the ball carrier. Yep, fireball goes. Ball carrier goes down. One of the witch elves goes down. So 2 out of 5. Not the best fireball we've ever seen. The scatter is decent for Underworld purposes. Unfortunately, because he kept both the gutter and the thrower in the back, they are in a kind of awkward position. But he can definitely get an assist onto the tackle. Like, yep, there he goes. Cancels out the assist from there. Probably takes the block with the. Why would you do that? Well, I mean, I guess you then he takes the block with the. I was thinking that he would essentially, yeah. So takes down the tackle guy with the block claw guy. Doesn't manage to get anything from that. Does not follow up on the block tackle dodge blitzer, as he only manages a push thanks to the dodge skill. He goes and blitzes him. Ooh, needs to use a reroll there. And he does get the POW. But that's a very awkward. Like, I don't think he would have wanted, like, really to for him to go onto the ball. So that bounces first to the witch elf, back to the guy who just got hit, to a lineman, to the blitzing line rat, to the lineman again, to a blitzer, and now to dark elf lineman at the like at the center, of, like on the line of scrimmage, who is currently tagged by the ogre and troll. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, he did get a stun off of that, which is fine, but I think, genuinely, I think he should have just gone for this block on here, which would have meant that, like, because I don't think he wanted the ball, like, to bounce the ball, because, like, had he managed that, maybe he could have, maybe not. And he rolls a 1 on a GFI as well, too. So, Snarling, just trying to get in the way in the back there. He brought in the thrower on the line of scrimmage as well to cancel out some assists so that the troll has some support. And he does also go and tag the lineman with his gutter runner just to try and force tys123 to actually throw dice around and hopefully fail. Okay, goes up for a jump up block with the witch elf on the goblin. Takes him down with a POW. And another goblin removed. So that is 2 removals so far. Goes for a blitz on the Snotling with the tackle dodge guy. Yep, down goes Snotling. Side steps over there to see if he can be a nuisance, but he is removed because he's badly hurt. So that is 3 removals, 1 permanent, and 2 potentially coming back. And then moves into assist so that he can picks up the tackle guy who is not going anywhere, takes the 2 die on the thrower. Thrower goes down. I'm gonna assume he follows that up. Yep, he does indeed follow that up. No armor break there. I think he's going to... Yep, he is going to bring in an assist there. Which means that he gets a 2-die. Yep, goes for the 2-die with the bludgeoning. Only the bludgeoning blitzer, not the blodge tackle one. Manages only a push, but that is enough to disentangle the current holder of the ball. This is definitely not the right elf to score with, but he will hopefully from Tys's point, he will be getting that ball to the right elf at some point before he scores. All right, down goes Gutter Runner on a POW because obviously dodge just isn't a skill that generally works. Does he take... Yep, he does go for it. And down goes the Claw Skaven lineman. It could have been tragic if he hadn't managed to take it down on the 2-die, because then it would have been a 2-die uphill. As Frenzy can be quite a double-edged sword. Right. Nurdell starts by picking up the Skaven thrower. Gutter Runner moves behind the troll. Probably to protect himself. Rolls a 1. Rolls a 1 on the troll. That is bad. That is very bad timing. That is very bad timing for that. Has to go for a 1-die. Rolls a skull. Last team reroll. Down goes Frenzy lineman. Follows it up. Picks up the claw line rat. Takes a 2-die and then a skull buff down. And down they go. So the tackle lineman for the Dark Elves is MNG'd. And no armor break for the Skaven. So that is Underworld's first removal, and that's actually a decent removal. Like you don't want there to be too many tackle players running around, and that was one of 3. Obviously the easiest one because he doesn't have block on him. So ooh, and that's a double skull. That's the first thing. Uses a reroll, and down goes the block claw rat. He gets KO'd in return. That is a lot of KOs there. A lot of KOs for Underworld. Which is better than obviously injuries. So, but it's going to be a coin flip whether or not they are coming back. I do want to check whether he actually has. He does have a Bloodweiser keg, so it's not exactly a coin flip. And blitzes the Gutter Runner with one of the tackle blitzers, and only gets a push there. And then surges on forward. Follows that up by just a bludgeoning blitzer. Ball carrier moves forward. That is a very strange way of carrying the ball there, Mr. Lineman. But we'll ignore that visual bug. Yep, gets a solid cage over there. Gets a solid cage around the lineman. Witch Elf moves from the right side to the left, or to the center, I guess. I am sort of surprised that he didn't bring him over here to bring an assist, so that he could get a 2-die there, but instead he just dodges away on a 2+, which is easy enough to do. Just to reinforce the cage there a little bit. Okay, Nurdell. What is your response? Like, this is starting to look a lot like my game here. Like, that is what, 5 1 2 3, yeah, 4 KOs and a badly hurt Slantling. Which, on the flip side, like, yeah, that's a lot of removals, which like, statistically speaking, this many removals shouldn't happen, even to Underworld. But then I'm thinking that, okay, well, I was playing like Dark Elves, and I have higher AV, and I don't have Stunty, nor do I have whatever the Twitchy or whatever that the Slotlings have. Okay, so he is Nurdell, I think, correctly has identified that he's probably not stopping the elves from scoring. And that is a seriously hurt lineman, so he is going for the damage. Oh, that's another MNG. That is another Dark Elf MNG, not using the apple on that either. Makes sense. So, unfortunately, the Dark Elves do have two people still, like, on the sideline there. So, even with these two permanent removals, they are fully capable of fielding 11 players. But yeah, he is definitely going, like, trying to deal damage here. But he does then also mostly move. Like, he couldn't stop the score here. He is just now attempting to apply pressure. I feel that it's kind of strange that he put the Claw Clan Rat over here. Well, I mean, okay, it's a blitzer blitzing, so both down is fine. I was thinking that, oh god, that might be a turnover. Well, not turnover, it might be a reroll used, but nope, that was a blitzer indeed who made that blitz. So it was fine. But I think the Claw Line Rat might be more valuable. No, it's not more valuable than the thrower. I was just thinking that, like, well, the claw is good as he's hunting the elves, right? But yeah, I mean, the thrower has other things than just that he has block on him. Like, he's a thrower for a reason. So that was a short-lived sort of theoretical of whether or not the claw player might be more valuable than the thrower with block. But no, absolutely not. The Dark Elves, for their part, after having taken down the Clan Rat on a blitz, have decided to go and properly screen themselves, as well as bring in the two Witch Elves just in case. Also dodging away from the troll with the lineman. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are only 6 Underworld players left. There are 9 Dark Elves, so yeah, I think Underworld should probably essentially content themselves here to just trying to snipe away at the elves, which is probably what Nurdell is already kind of doing. Now, I think, like I do genuinely think that he should have probably attempted like a pass, or handoff, I guess, with the Dark Elf lineman over there. Like, it's not like you don't want to score with him. So, all right, goes after the 0 SPP lineman who has no skills, only gets a push. The troll moves into contact with the blitzer, picks up the Claw Rat, attempts to dodge away, fails to dodge. Yeah, these are going to be rather quick, I think. These are going to be rather quick. Quick turns from here, I think. Dark Elves going after the Blitzer, as he is the easiest target to get to. Without compromising their screening. So down he goes, but I mean, he's got the better armor. He's got the better armor compared to his Skaven compatriots. So he is entirely fine. Not that that would have managed to break through any armor that is currently on the pitch. And then more elf dodging ensues to see them get into, once again, a better position for screening. Now, surely he tries like the... No, he's... I guess he's letting this guy score. Not sure... Like, surely he's on the rotation now, right? Like, surely there is an elf that you'd much rather score, right? Like, one of the witch elves, surely. Like, this witch elf, right? Score 2 touchdowns in this game with this witch elf, and that's block on her. And, like, then... Or wrestle, probably, because, like... But... Okay, Skaven moves next to the block guy. Claw Clanrat goes after him, takes him down. Next to the troll, gets a stun for his. Is he gonna go for a foul? I mean, he does have three. He does have 3 bribes. Yep, he is going for a foul with the blitzer, and that's a smashed knee. That is a movement bust on the block line elf. He is actually using an apple on that, and he does manage to save him. There is, in fact, a whistle. Sure, do not argue the call. Yep, just use a bribe. And one of the 3 bribes have been used. And the apple from the Dark Elves has now been used. And Troll moves into contact. So, overall, a very good turn for the Underworld for the purposes of them trying to achieve something here. Moves and assist. He's going to take just a regular block at the Skaven Blitzer. Double Skull. Last reroll used into POW both down. Takes the POW, obviously. Does not follow it up. No armor break. Moves him slightly more to the corner there. Obviously does not want to score now. The thing is... Yeah, no. He goes for a 1-die blitz on the troll. Okay. And then dodges away to maintain the integrity of his screening. And the witch elf does not move. Yeah, again, I don't think there was really anything... Was not much that the Underworld, I think, could do. But, they have been managing to get, and they get a power on one of the bludgers, because again, dodge is not a defensive skill that should ever apparently apply. No armor break, even with the claw. I'm gonna assume he's gonna go for another foul. Yeah, I would imagine that he is. Like, that is a valuable player to take out. And then he can even do it with like a no skill Clanrat. So even if the bribe doesn't work, still fine. Only a stun. No ref interference. Turn 8, he walks it in. Again, don't think this is the right elf to score with, and he could have tried rectifying that, but he did not, and he just goes for the 1-0 score at turn 8. Alright, now... That is... So, Helmut Wolf... Helmut Wolf fails to recover, but a bribe has been used to keep him around. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Helmut Wolf is the only person who did not manage a KO recovery on the Underworld team. So the Underworld will definitely be going into the next half with full complement of people. The real question, I think, is like that. Yeah, Helmut Wolf. He does have another chance at recovery, which he absolutely should try. But I think all eyes are now going to be whether or not Nurdell can manage a 1-turn touchdown. Because that is the one reason. Like, that is, I think, the one good reason And I guess because the troll is cheaper and it has regen on it as well, so you don't necessarily like need to use an apple on him to keep him around, unlike the rat ogre. But that is one of the primary reasons I feel to get a troll rather than a rat ogre is to have the ability to go for a one-turn touchdown with a throw teammate play. But then you also do have a gutter runner now on the roster for Underworld, and a gutter runner is generally just like, if you want a better one-turner than a throw teammate, then the gutter runner is yeah, like it is just genuinely probably better. No, actually, not even probably better. It is just genuinely way better. That you try the one-turner with the gutter runner most of the time. High kick, gutter runner, catches ball. Not sure why the gutter runner is doing it rather than the thrower, if he's gonna go for a 180 pass, but probably because he's not gonna go for a 180 pass because he's gonna attempt to give hand the ball over. Yep, that wouldn't make a lot of sense because this is a one-turn touchdown attempt. Like, I just finished talking about it, and that's a dead 0 SPP lineman, right? Yeah, I mean, if there were to be a death result in this game, then that's probably the one that he... probably, actually, isn't there like a... 0... Yeah, there's a 0 SPP lineman with Niggle. So he'd probably be the preferred one, but so be it. Unfortunately, handoff does not... The Goblin does not make the handoff. No turnover because it does bounce to one of the clan rats, to a clan rat nearby, and he does manage to catch it. But no one-turn touchdown. No one-turn touchdown. So then the question is, where is the blitz? Where is the blitz? Goblin moves over there. Don't know why he would specifically move him there. Like, that doesn't really achieve anything because he's next to the witch elf. Going for the troll blitz against the witch elf. And this time, dodge actually does work as a defensive skill, as he only gets a defender stumbles rather than a pout. Not even a bolt down and just a skull. And he looks to be... He does look to be going for the foul, but he just was getting greedy. And he wanted the GFI to get an extra assist in there. The thing is that he could have, like, not followed up on the blitz with the troll, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that the troll still had one movement left. Or potentially one movement left. Or just a GFI to it, I guess. But Helmut Wolf still fails to recover. Still fails to recover from KO. So he is out for the drive. There is still a chance. Obviously, if either team manages a score, that there's another KO recovery attempt. But that's, yeah, Helmut Wolf as an inducement definitely wasn't worth it. Like, he got one foul in, didn't even break armor, got blocked with one die by a tackle guy, like, and then got himself KO'd. Like, that was his contribution to the game, and it wasn't very magnificent. He should probably just stick to coaching, I guess. Right. So, Dark Elves. 3 lads on the line of scrimmage. The rest of them in a sort of a W formation in the center. Fairly sort of default defensive position. Fairly default defensive position as things go. Underworld, on the other hand, Receiving. Thrower in the back. That is a blitz. Oh, that is a blitz and a very short kick as it just barely gets over the line. Onto the Snotling. Goes after the Snotling. Snotling goes down. Absolutely pow that. Yep. And that is... Well... That is... Well, a removed Snotling is what that is. So... Even before the receivers have a chance to react, they're already down one player, and since no swarming, that is a 10 against 11 now. And that blitzer is he's probably gonna be one of the few people who will get to use a reroll if he fails to catch the ball on the kickoff, because that is. This is just very bad for Nurdell. Nurdell, sorry. But no reroll necessary. Makes the catch regardless. And he's got a decent screen to cover him as well. Yeah, this is just unexcellent on all forms of life. Starts off with the block claw guy taking a swing, takes down and manages a removal. So that is now actually, and I was actually wrong, it was 10 versus 10 because I did forget that one of the linemen died. So that was in fact 10 versus 10. I believe now it is 9. Yep, there's 5 there and there's 4 here, so 9 versus 10. So Underworld has regained their player advantage. Moves over to cover from the front. I'm sure that the thrower will move like behind this goblin somewhere around here as well. Takes the claw block, follows him up, no armor break. Snotling moves from the side to the center just to see if if the Dark Elves try to make for some kind of an escape breakthrough attempt, he is going to be there. Okay, so thrower actually goes for the block. He does have blocks, so it makes sense that he'd be the one to do it. Follows it up, pushes him in a way so that he can get a 2 die on him. Only manages a push. Follows that up with the Skaven lineman as well. Coming into contact with this line elf here, and the troll decides to be a dumbass. So obviously doesn't reroll that. Does not reroll that. The real question is, what is he gonna do with the gutter runner? Because he can still bring the gutter runner next to that elf lineman, and then take the block with the goblin, and that's still gonna be a 2 die. But he instead dodges away with the goblin to come and reinforce his sort of cordon here, and makes 2 rushes, and the gutter runner sort of goes to screen behind the elf screen to annoy them with his presence and his tackle zones. Ball carrier, just instantaneous, goes for a blitz against the gutter runner. Tackle, down goes gutter runner, no armor break. Yeah, the thing about this is that Tis does not need to score. He just needs to make sure that the Underworld don't score. So he's like in no rush to try and go for a score. I think it would be better for, like, obviously it would be better for him if he manages like a score, because TD differential is a thing that like you look to as a tiebreaker in the OCC. But I don't think he's absolutely doing the correct thing in that he's not trying to rush anything, and he is not. He manages to take down the claw guy, as he has block and he does not, and that is a claw Skaven removed, and player parity has once again been established. Yeah, I think Nurdell is definitely, in my opinion, getting the short end of the stick here. Dodges away with his bludgeoning blitzer, and dodges away with the block line elf as well, leaving Nurdell with, assuming that the troll behaves, a block and then a blitz. But he can easily get in enough assists to make that a 3-die block on the line elf there. Again, if the troll doesn't function or refuses to function correctly, then not much he can really do about that. But yep, he brings the thrower in on over. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the snotling from the back middle there that comes in as the other assist. Moves Goblin next to that guy. Moves Skaven lineman next to that guy. I guess because he's moves Blitzer next to that Dark Elf lineman and the blodging Blitzer there. I'm curious. I mean, he definitely needs to insert pressure here, but it wasn't the snotling. And yep, he does make the GFI with the Goblin from there to get that 3-die. Down he goes. This time the troll actually manages to function. Takes him down. Absolutely follows that up. There we go. Leaving this Skaven clan rat with block claw as his. And I'm gonna assume this is gonna be his. No, because that's only on 1-die. No, he's going after... well, he's going after another 1-die target, apparently, but it's a Witch Elf this time. I don't think he should follow that up. Yep, does not follow that up, but... And then he just leaves him there. Okay, and he's going for a foul. I mean, that is... Alright, fouls are being very effective in removing L's in this game. Very effective indeed. Very, very effective. Not a lot of ref interference so far, but he does have that bribe over there still remaining. So over to the Dark Elves. They take a block against the Blitzer, only manage to push it, but they are taking the Blitz there. This time taking down the Blitzer, which they will absolutely follow up on because that punches a hole through Underworld lines through which they can go, and yeah, the real question is how greedily does he want to just surge through there? Because like, so the blitzing guy goes all the way over there. Bludgeoning tackle guy without the ball goes over there. The ball carrier moves up next to the two of them. Yep, he can easily get like that cage done and dusted over there. Witch Elf becomes the last of the cage corners that he needs. Alright, makes sense. And then he's got this guy, he's got the Witch Elf, and he's got this guy. Yep, and I think he's going to try and dodge the Witch Elf over here as well, so that he can take his 2-die on the Clan Rat. I think he's entirely fine with the Underworld Cob, like, just being next to them. Or not. Okay, so he goes over there, and with the bludgeoning, yep, now he gets a 2-die on the Goblin. Unfortunately for him, only 2 Defender stumbles, so no knockdown on the Goblin. Chooses to not follow up, to stay in contact with the rookie Skaven lineman there. Snotling moves essentially back to where he was previously, before he moved on to the left. Yeah, like as I said, Tis is in no hurry to score, I don't think, but he's also, I think, fully aware of the fact that like if he can punch like that sort of a hole in the lines of Nurdell, then and the troll goes dumb. Like. This is starting to look like that Tis is probably going to have like at least a couple turns of like stalling if this sort of if this keeps on going, because he knows that he definitely wants to stall if he gets like the option to do so. Goes for a blitz against the witch elf, and down she goes because both down. She doesn't have wrestle or block, only a strip ball, no armor break, and then he moves. Then he moves into contact with one of the cage corners there. Block claw guy with the upgraded armor goes next to the witch elf cage corner. Okay. Goblin moves over there to cancel out the assist, or give an assist. I don't know why you would take that one die there. Like, he's got block, you do not. But it's a push, which is, I guess, like, which is fine. And that doesn't, like, that leaves, I think, only the gutter runner left to move. Goes for a foul, and he does have the bribe still available. Goes for a foul on the witch elf. Does get an armor break this time, only a stun. And still no ref interference. Goes for a blitz against the thrower. Thrower goes down. Allows the Dark Elves to move unencumbered because, well, I mean, Witch Elf also has dodge, so should be entirely fine to move on. And then Blitzing guy moves northwards. Yeah, as I said, like, I don't think Tis is in any hurry to score. Not really in any hurry to score. Block guy moves next to the goblin there. Kind of surprised. Okay, goes for the dodge first with the witch elf. Gets her into position. I assume then that, yep, he goes to screen from the front, just in case there was a entrepreneuring Underworld player who would attempt to do that. Fails the dodge, even with the dodge reroll. Those do happen on occasionally, but no armor break. I think, honestly, like, Nurdell's probably just going to, like, I mean, he can, he can very much attempt to apply pressure here. Yeah, I think that's probably what he does, actually. Like, get an assist here. That's definitely the blitz target. Definitely the blitz target. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Nurdell definitely should in. I was thinking that maybe Nurdell just, like, stops chasing, I guess. Okay, Lion Rat moves there. Startling moves back in the hopes that the troll actually activates properly. But before doing any of that, thrower moves there. Goblin moves forward. Is that the blitz target? Really? Why is that the blitz target? I mean, sure, it goes down anyway, but, like, I'm just saying that, like, she doesn't have wrestle, she doesn't have block. And, like, I think that would probably have been a better position to be next to the ball carrier than here. Than the current one. But, I mean, and again, like, this guy is way tougher to actually get a down on than this. So, slightly confused there. Takes the 2-die with the blitzer. Down goes the elf lineman. No armor break. Troll does actually move. Moves next to the witch elf, and then you have the gutter runner and this goblin left. And he's going for another foul. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that move, Chief, but picks up the guy who failed the dodge last time. Comes over just to assist. Doesn't take any GFIs. Moves the lineman into contact with the Snotling, which is whatever. Takes the 2-die. Takes the 2-die against the gutter runner since he gets it for free. Down goes gutter runner because of tackle, and is stunned. Follows that up, gets a 2-die on the block claw guy. Down goes block claw guy. Follows that up. No armor break there. Now gets 2-die on the thrower, like 2-die into a 2-die with the witch elf, which I think he should probably take. But first off, takes the 2-die against the goblin. Only manages a push. Definitely follows that up. And yep, takes the 2-die against the thrower with the witch elf, and witch elf takes him down. The real question I think that Tis has to ask himself is that, is he going to stall here? And I think the answer is no, he shouldn't, because like putting himself 2-0 up already, okay, well, I think he was trying to stall because he wanted this witch elf, I think, to be here and then he could move there, but managed to roll a double 1 on the dodge, right? And well, it's not the, like, again, he's got blodge on the guy, but I think Nurdell can get a 2-die in there. Unfortunately, this guy also has tackle. And there's no... Yeah, the snotling is over here and the goblin. Yep. So picks up the thrower there. Which is whatever, I think. Not exactly consequential, but might as well. Might as well. He has this blitzer. He's got the troll. What is he doing? What is he doing? Blitzer moves to tag the witch elf and the blitzer. Skaven blitzer, that is. Yep, he's just going for the 1-die. Fails the dodge, uses a reroll, does succeed it. Only gets a push, uses team reroll, and he gets a POW. He does get a POW. He has been consistently kind of getting those POWs when he's been hitting blodgers, which is, it's slightly surreal that that he keeps getting those POWs on the blodgers, and yet, like, he's clearly in the tougher, like, the worst position. What kind of compounds on this fact is the fact that unfortunately the gutter runner is stunned, because if it wasn't stunned, this would be like the place for it to shine. Just get in there and pick it up. Probably not exactly run away with it, but at least like picking it up and potentially just chugging it, or just getting as far or in an annoying position as possible. Like, would still make like the Dark Elf life that much harder, but he is stunned, so no such luck. The goblin could attempt to go for it. I'm kind of surprised that he did that. Like he absolutely should have just dodged this. Like, what is he gonna do? Just leave the snotling here to take a 3-die block? Like, surely he dodges this guy like over there to, like, should have just gone over there and given him an assist. Maybe he forgot that he had the snotling, or that he forgot to move the snotling before doing that activation, but that just seemed sloppy. Unless he had like a specific okay, so and there's a POW again on a blodger. And down he goes. Does not follow that up. Kind of a strange place to put him in, but like he's stunned, so that's fine. Like, I think like, this would have been the better square to put him down to. And he's gonna try and go for the recovery, but like, he's got tackle on the blitzer, and he fails the 3+ dodge, and he uses his last reroll and still fails. Kind of surprised he didn't go for the, well, he just does that, which Does not manage to take him down. Goes for the blitz. Blitz takes down the block claw rat. And manages to stun him as well. Doesn't try to pick it up with the guy who blitzed. Only manages to push on the goblin. Only manages to push on the goblin. The lineman moves up, like just to vaguely annoy the Skaven and support. Goes for the pickup and goes for the score with the other tackle blitzer. And that's a 2-0 for tys123. Don't panic. And he certainly seems to not have panicked, despite the number of casualties that he has taken. And Helmut Wolf still stays out. So that is 3 attempts with a +1 modifier. And Helmut Wolf has decided that he's not having anything to do with this game. Like, he does manage to get the other KO player, right? Azrak not bright, which I believe was a goblin. Nope, that was actually just a regular claw Skaven. So does manage to get him back. But yeah, I think Nurdell is, and the Dark Elves have assumed the I'm gonna stay as far away as possible from the opposing player's tactic. So we have a Facious Ref who stuns the backmost most Dark Elf player. So completely irrelevant for all intents and purposes. Also stunned that goblin. So had to bring in the Snotling in here for the assist. And the troll goes dumb. So no 3-die there. Takes the 2-die with the claw guy. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, yeah, I guess he needs to take the 2-die there with the block claw guy if he wants to take that. Which he does. Only gets a push. Probably stays so that he can... no, he follows that up. Okay. Does, like... That's just a 1-die at the moment, but he can definitely bring in an assist. That... Okay. Okay, so... Goblin does go for the 2-die block with the Goblin there. Then he gets to shove somebody. He shoves the block claw guy. Oh, because he wants to go for the... Yeah, I mean, he's got no players to foul with, but I guess he's just doing it as a... probably shoves the Goblin. No, shoves the lineman into the troll. Okay. Well, he essentially, I guess, wants to trap those players there, is what he's going for. Goes for the pickup. Manages to pick up. Doesn't need your hands for it, and just starts bringing it on forward. So that was turn 14 for Nurdell. He's got 2 turns to score. Probably not scoring. So dodges away, goes for a 3-die on the Snotling, tries to get some SPP on his player, manages a stun. That does not, unfortunately, give him any SPP, but he's already got 8 on him, so gets out of the way of the Blitzer, who manages to make the 4+ dodge into the 2+ dodge to run away. Didn't even need a dodge reroll there. And then, like, just to add insult to injury, the Dark Elf lineman manages to make the dodge as well. That was a 3+ into a 2+, and then into 2 more 2+s as he GFIs next to the thrower to try and annoy Nurdell, which potentially can happen because he has no rerolls left. So, I mean, he is going to go, like, this is the blitz, right? Just go there. Like, you wanted to blitz that guy anyway because he's got a nickel on him, so he's hopefully easy at, well, he's the easiest source of SPP you could have. Yep, just goes for that 2-die and manages to take him down with the both down. Not even an armor break, even with the claw. Kind of weird that it said +9, right? Yeah, maybe it's just like, Maybe the claw. Like, surely that should have been +8. Like, maybe it's the case where had he actually rolled like the 8+, then it would have just like the claw skill would have activated and that would have made it an armor break instead. I think that's how it probably would go. But yep, he is just rushing all of his players. Hopefully, I mean, he's got this guy, I guess. So the troll does actually move. Does manage to activate the troll. Goblin moves over there. I don't know what he's going to exactly accomplish there, but he's going for the handoff immediately to the gutter runner. Makes sense. Makes the 2+ catch. And then he's just going to rush on forward behind the good screen of Skaven there. And then we have Goblin moving up to complete like the screen here. And I think the Dark Elves are probably just going to go like, no, please, just go ahead. Score your 1 touchdown. That's fine. Because they do still have turn 16 for the Dark Elves, so they could still potentially get some SPP from casualties on the line of scrimmage. And obviously, if there's a... I mean, Nurdell... Like, yeah, he wouldn't need... He would need a turn back the clock result, or turn back the timer result. But no, that wouldn't be enough, because he'd need both that and the ability to push the gutter runner into position to put. I mean, he still has throw teammate play, I guess. And he is blitzing the claw guy. Is he gonna? Yep, he's gonna use his team reroll here, and down he goes. Down he goes for the block lineman. Gets a stun. I wonder if he's trying to get like guard on this guy. Like he's saving up for a double, maybe. But I mean, I would be kind of surprised by that. Would be kind of surprised by that. Why are you going backwards? Like just score. Like you have. Well, it's not a turnover. It is not a turnover, but I think I would have just scored rather than take that risk. So no down on the blitz, but does manage to score with the gunner runner, and I think that is 7 SPP now on the gutter runner. So that is a skill for him if he's going for a normal. Helmut Wolf makes it just in time to be put onto the line of scrimmage. I assume, because surely Nurdell doesn't put Helmut Wolf in there. Like, you don't care about what happens to Helmut Wolf, and it's not like he's gonna be. Come on, he just put the star player on the line of scrimmage, unless you want I mean, I don't know, maybe he does the chainsaw on injuries himself in all cases armor value. All armor tests are caused by or suffered by. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Maybe he doesn't want to give. I was thinking that maybe he doesn't want to give him easy access to SPP, but he's putting 3 snotlings on the line of scrimmage, so that's already kind of whatever. So I would have probably just put Helmut Wolf in there, just to see if what happens here. But yeah, I think honestly we're gonna be. Well, we'll just watch it to the end because there's not a lot of game left. Congratulations to tys123 for winning this contest, and perfect defense, which amounts to absolutely nothing, and therefore it is just a question of can the Dark Elves actually get any SPP off of the line of scrimmage. Takes the defender down because he's got tackle, so that's still fine. Doesn't follow up. That is a KO, which is not SPP, but okay. Both down, I assume. Yep, both down. Down goes another snotling. Not even an armor break there. Tackle guy takes down the last of the snotlings on the line of scrimmage. I mean, I doubt that he's gonna go for... Oh, that is a serious injury. I think the Apo might be used. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have an Apo anyway. So, is that a... Yeah, that is a nickel. So that is a definitely sacked Snotling, if nothing else. But I assume he's just gonna go for a vanity pass here because I don't like... Yep, he's going for it with the Blitzer. Manages to pick up. Does he manage the 4+ pass? He manages the 4+ pass. Manages to catch. And I think that is the game. Unless he wants to... Oh, he does apparently want to go for a foul. With the Witch Elf of all people. And seriously hurt a Snotling. Is that another... No, that's just an MNG. Sure. But congratulations, tys123 manages to win for the Dark Elves against the Underworld. Yeah, unfortunately, the Underworld, like, their, like, Helmut Wolf just absolutely whiffed, which is not great when you're putting, like, those inducements into... But I do think he kind of mishandled him as well. But, I mean... Are there not any competitions currently ongoing? So I believe... Okay, so I believe that we should be getting Ostop versus Golden Hope's Legacy still today, and they should have started if I'm not mistaking my UTC time. Yep, they should have started about 5 minutes ago. Actually, that was a very quick game of Blood Bowl. Like, I was, so we are going to be getting the full Ostop versus Golden Hope's Legacy game once they actually start. But this, I think, is my time to go to the bathroom. So I shall be right back, and we shall be resuming watching once we have the game online. And welcome back. Thank you for the follow there, Denton BB. Much appreciated. You managed to catch me just at the time when I was in the bathroom, but as expected, the Ostop versus Golden Hope's Legacy has started. So it looks like Looks like it is the lizards who will be defending here. Looks like it will be the lizards who are defending here, putting a the Saurus with no skills on them, and the Croxigore under the line of scrimmage, as expected, and jealously guarding their skink complement in the center there with their Saurus. Now, these teams, like, I think Ostop, as unfortunate as it may be to say, I think Ostop here is he is somewhat. Let's just say that his team is more than slightly worse for the wear, in the sense that he's got the movement bust there, and he's got a niggle on his jump up ghoul, which, like, the jump up isn't a great skill for a ghoul regardless. Yeah, other than that, like, the development isn't great, I would say, for the Undead, which is unfortunate. I'm kind of surprised that he left one of his ghoul runners onto the sideline there, especially on his offense. So what is that? So we have Very Sunny, -1 on all passing ability is the changing weather, and it's probably going to be an entirely non-issue because neither team is exactly known for their passing, even if it stays that way. Starting off, 2-die, Mummy into Croxigore, and down he goes and into a stun. So decent start for the Undead here. Double pow, down goes Mr. Saurus there. No armor break on him. Follows it up as well. Moves a zombie to assist. This zombie takes the 2-die. Yep, only manages pushes this one. Does he follow up? Yes, he does. Okay. Just wanting to box in the Saurus. Okay, also blitzes the guy. I'm surprised that he picked that one. Like, I figured that he'd rather take both down there just to keep him within, like, contained here, like, on the tackle zones, especially now that he went down and he's, like, he'd need to spend a blitz to do anything to the zombie there. And then just moves a little bit to the right there. Skeleton follows up the white, but behind rather than in front, which I find odd. The other white scrambles on over to the left. Zombie stays behind. Like, I'm assuming that the whites are in front because of the fact that they have block and the zombie and the skeletons don't, so they are less likely to go down. But I genuinely value my white blitzers far more highly than using them to shield skeletons and zombies, like rookie skeletons and zombies that aren't currently holding the ball. So yeah. Unfortunately, pickup fails. Does not want to spend a reroll on it. And he didn't go for the pickup with this guy because, well, he probably wants to feed the touchdown over to the school runner. Does go for a 2-die with the Mighty Blow Tackle Saurus against one of the whites. Only manages pushes. Does not reroll. Pushes him back slightly, and I'm gonna assume he takes a step back. Step back as well. Yep. And then whether or not he will, I would assume that he moves one of this Saurus blocker maybe like over here. And then potentially like this guy over here as well, just to keep, like, this is definitely the most important Saurus on the field. Like, the guard is nice and certainly a useful skill, but it's also one of those that, like, a singular guard is probably not gonna do enough in this game. Like, either, like, I feel that a single guard on a Saurus is probably gonna be rather irrelevant. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. So, moves into a fairly close sort of, fairly close order there. So, making sure that the Saurus protect one another. The Skinks are moving on more to the right flank. One of them moves to the center, and he does not pick up the prone Saurus blocker here because he doesn't want to give out a free hit. Seems reasonable all around. Seems entirely reasonable all around. Now, like, the Lizards are definitely not putting any pressure on Bantha here to try and score quickly, and I'm not sure they even have the capacity to do that without putting, like, with the ball so far back, they would have to put their Skinks on, like, at risk. But speaking of risk, the white who got blitzed returns the favor and only manages to shove as well. So it has essentially, for those two, has devolved into a playground fight of just showing one back and forth for now. This time manages to pick up without even needing a reroll. And moves forward. Still keeping fairly good distance on the enemy. And he doesn't move anybody else. He does not move anyone else. Very conservative play here for both teams. Which is kind of to be expected. Like, the Lizards definitely... Like, I feel that they... How would you say it? Like, I feel that pybot definitely prefers it, like, this sort of pace. Because, like, he's got the Mighty Blowsaurus, who can go try hunting down some of the more vulnerable members of the Undead team. I'm gonna assume he's gonna go... Yep, he goes after the skeleton because he's only got AV 8+. Down he goes. And Mighty Blow only manages a stun, but still, armor break. Doubt that's going to be terribly relevant for either team, as we are still in the probing stages of this particular conflict, this particular game of Blood Bowl. Just moves a Skink more towards the center there. Wrestle kick guy also moves slightly towards the center there. I think this is, like, that is just gonna be it for the Lizards. Like, they don't really, they widen their formation slightly on the left, which I think is fine. Does pick up and manages to make the dodge. Manages to make the dodge away from the mummy. That was a 5+ there. I mean, might as well try, right? So that helps out the Lizards even more. Forces kind of forces the Undead to come into contact. Like, surely the Croxigore can make a 5+ just as well as if the Saurus can. So surely you should have at least tried to jump, like, make the dodge there. Right. But yeah, still very conservative play from the Lizardmen. But I mean, they're not in any great hurry to try and or need to do anything either. I think that Bantha should probably start shifting to the left here. Because he wants to keep away from this guy with his ghouls. So, I mean, hell, I think on like the zombie lineman moves here. I think. Like if I was like Bantha, this zombie lineman would go there, and then I would just start shifting this way. Like, okay, but he is instead not doing that. And what he is doing is he's still going after the Saurus, the Saurus blocker with his blitzes. Only manages to push once again. He does have 4 rerolls, so he could definitely go for a reroll there, but does not, and instead pushes him next to the zombie lineman. Does he go for the 2 GFIs to make that? No, he doesn't even need to make 2 GFIs. That's still just a 2 die there. That's kind of dangerous, because like if he doesn't go down, and even if he does go down, there's now a ghoul next to him, which I mean, and like there's more ghouls coming. Yeah, I don't think this is the correct flank for Bantha to start going down. And he doesn't manage to take him down. Does he expend a reroll here? No, he does not. Okay. Does he follow that up? No, he does not. Okay. And now, like, he's well, he isn't committed here yet. But he is now committing himself there. Like, if this isn't, yeah, I'm just, yeah, I think he should have shifted to the left rather than the right and just have a zombie tag this guy. Like, at best, he delays it, or, like, at best for the lizards, he delays him for a turn. Or he has to, like, or he makes a 5+ dodge again, which, I mean, if you're assuming that your opponent just makes 5+ dodges, then you might as well, like, just assume that you've lost the game at that point. But, like, I don't think this is the correct, I don't think this was the correct flank to go down. Like, I think he could have easily started moving this way, because it's not like he's in a hurry to score, right? So I think he should have just started moving this way instead, and just tagged him with a zombie, and then, like, he'd have to essentially go for, either he blitzes with that guy and then, like, freeze him that way, or he dodges away with that guy, because, like, even if he manages to, I don't know, remove the zombie, then this skeleton would just stand up and go like, oh, hello, here's round 2 of expendable chaff for you. But yeah, I think this is, okay, he blitzes the mummy. The mummy in the center that it was next to the Croxigore, in fact. Only manages a push. Moves that guy. Yep, takes a 2 die on the guard mummy. Takes him down. I would assume, surely you take the POW there, yeah. Like, I think he was wondering whether he should take the both down, but I think the POW was definitely the correct thing to do. Moves the Saurus there, and he gets a 2 die on the movement busted ghoul with the Mighty Blow Tackle guy. Unfortunately, only pushes for him, and doesn't even follow that up for whatever reason. That's, I think, slightly strange, but, like, I mean, unless Bantha, like, figured that this was what he needed to do to draw all of the Lizardmen to the right, and now he makes a dramatic shift to the left. I don't like this, like him moving here just achieved nothing but a waste time for him and put him in a worse position. But starts by picking up the guard mummy in the center there. And then it gets interesting. Then it gets interesting to see what Bantha will do here. Yep, he is now shifting to the left. That's the thing, is that... Okay, yeah, he committed... He committed all of the Saurus there. Sure. He certainly did that. But, like, you committed there a lot as well. Oh, he's gonna go for a mummy blitz on the Croxigore. Okay. Yep, here we go. Only manages pushes. Still doesn't want to reroll that. And doesn't follow that up. It's... Yep. Just pushes him there. Picks up the skeleton. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is that, like, okay, now what? Like, he can... Like, the lizards can extricate themselves much better than you can, because you're not making a bunch of dodges there, surely. And, like, they're generally fast-ish with their movement 6. Takes a 1 die. Takes a 1 die with block against the Saurus without one. Only manages a push. Doesn't follow that up. He can get a 2... No, he can't get a 2 die because there's the block guard Saurus is over there, so he can't get a 2 die. But he did free this guy up, and he moves over to protect the ball carrier as well, which is, I think, the correct thing to do. I mean, does he attempt to extricate the blitzer there, or is he just gonna, like, let him stay and hopefully... Okay, he's trying to dodge. Surely he rerolls. Nope, he did not use a team reroll there. No armor break on the failed dodge, though, so that's fine. But yeah, I just feel that Bantha should have... I just feel like Bantha should have not committed to the right there. Takes down the guard mummy. Takes down the zombie in the middle as well. Manages a KO. That's the first removal. First removal of the game. Goes to the Lizardmen. Rookie zombie gets removed via KO. So not overtly important of a player removal, but I mean, you start small and you keep working yourself up, right? Okay. There's still the block zombie who is currently tagging the Mighty Blow Tackle guy. I assume he's just gonna swing at him and be done with that. Like, he can just... I'm gonna assume that if he takes down the zombie... Oh, he goes for the blitz there against the movement busted guy. Only manages to push because no tackle on this guy. Doesn't follow it up, which does mean that he cleared himself a path to go and tag the ghoul runner. Okay, he doesn't do that because he wants... Yep, that makes sense. The Croxigore doesn't go bonehead. Gets that nice -1 modifier to dodges over to where it is really needed, as well as the strength 5. Though, I mean, if he doesn't tag the mummy, the mummy will just blitz him because he's got the 1 assist built in there anyway. But he's at least forcing the blitz. Forcing the blitz there. Moves the wrestle kick guy over there for some reason. Yep, takes the 2 die there. Doesn't follow up. Down goes zombie. Yep, puts the sure hand skink, gets to tag both of those. Brings the skink to tag the prone mummy. And then he's got 1 more rookie skink to go. Surely the skink goes here, which means that he won't be blitzing the Croxigore with the mummy. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, Bantha is in, I think, like, he's in trouble. Like, he is in trouble. Like, if you need to rely on a 4+ dodge with a built-in reroll, that's still very bad. Picks up the mummy, picks up the zombie on the right there. Picks up the white on the right as well. I just... Okay. Move skeleton over there. Tags both. Tags both. Okay. That just pushes. Pushes where? Wait, that so he wait. Oh! Okay. He pushes him into the Croxigore, which moves the Croxigore. Doesn't follow up, because he needs to move there, I think. Or there. So this guy needs to take a swing at the Skink Runner here, so that this guy can still be an assist on the Croxigore. Yep, goes for the swing. I think he just takes the push rather than. Yep. I don't think he wants to follow that up. Yep. Okay, now the mummy. Yep, takes down the Croxigore. Pushes him there. Doesn't follow, I assume. So, Bantha has managed to clear the ball carrier. Has managed to clear things for the ball carrier. However, still not a great place to be, I would argue. Moves a zombie over there to assist. I'm going to assume the ball carrier moves over there as well, so that he can take at least a 1 die. Because, like, well, I mean, if you do that, then he just blocks here. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have block. Like, it's still going to be a 2 die. He doesn't have block. He doesn't have tackle. But he still can get an easy 2 die on the ghoul runner there. And even if it's only a push, just pushing him next to the sideline, he's no elf. He is no elf. But yeah, that is Croxigore goes Bonehead, which is fine probably. Like, not an exceedingly important thing for him to stand up. But yeah. Brings in the Mighty Blow tackle guy to cover. Manages only a push on the tackle sure hands ghoul. Block tackle sure hands ghoul. Wintosaurus. I'm kind of. I don't really like that he's doing like. Ooh, he needs a reroll there. And does manage it. Does manage it with the reroll. So, white goes down. Down he goes. Does not follow that up. No armor break there. Moves him to tag the white and the zombie lineman there. Moves the guard player. Yep, doesn't even take the GFI to get next to there. Makes sense. And then he goes for the 2 die. And he gets a POW. He gets a POW. Where does this ghoul go? He goes there. So as the ball does not... He does not wish the ball to go into the crowd. And he manages to KO the ghoul. Doesn't make the 6+ catch there. But that is... Yeah, Like, Bantha is not really in any position to try and recover the ball here. And that's a dead skink. That was his sure hand skink, and the apothecary does actually save him from death. But that is still a turnover, but that's, I think... Yeah, Bantha is still in trouble here. No question about that. No question about that, whether he's in trouble or not. I don't know why the zombie lineman... well, I mean, he was prone, so he just moved next to there. Okay. Picks up the white. He can get this guy to the ball, and there's only 1 tackle zone on it. Takes a 3 die against the skink there. Only manages a push. Follows it up. I'm gonna assume this mummy is going to be taking a 3 die on that same skink. Oh no, he needs... Okay, gets a POW on the wrestle kick guy. Did have to use reroll for it, but he's got 4, so that's fine. So takes him down. Is he trying to free up this ghoul runner here? Unfortunately, the movement bust means that he's kind of not great at getting to where he's needed. Also, nope. Okay, so he has instead just blocked with the ghoul runner, and that's a badly hurt skink. I think that was... Yep, that's just a rookie skink, but that is at least one skink removed. Another POW on another rookie skink from the mummy. Stays put, so as to not get tagged by it. Only gets a stun there. Still think that he should have moved this blitzer before he made any of those blocks, because like he wasn't gonna be blitzing there, I don't think. Or maybe he was. Maybe he was. But yeah, he's still, again, like, this is not a great situation for him. Where can he go to make the most difference is the question. And like, he could come over here to cancel out his assist. He could go over there to give him another assist. He instead moves backwards to try and contain the wrestle kick skink more. But yeah, I was saying that he could go for the pickup, but I don't think he should. He still has his blitz. So where is he going? He is blitzing. Yep, he is going for the 1 die there, which is... Does take him down. Does take down the Saurus. That's important. Doesn't really free up anyone for now, but does get him next to the mummy. Unfortunately, this guy is now free, so he will most certainly tag that blitzer probably, or even potentially blitz him, if nothing else. But I think... Yep, he doesn't go for it. I was thinking that he might go for a GFI to make sure that he can get a tackle zone onto the ball there, but there are no skinks that are really available for, and that's another bonehead on the Croxigore. He has probably now decided that he has done enough, and he is done for this half. He just wants to bask in the sunlight that is the very sunny that is currently ongoing. Only manages a push there on the zombie. Doesn't follow it up. I find that slightly surprising. But yeah, there are no skinks that are really available for the ball picking, like picking up the ball part, but then again, neither is Bantha really anywhere in a position to go and like try to do that, and it's his offensive drive. So not great. But then again, I do understand him not wanting to expose his best ghoul to the mighty blow tackle Saurus there. So he might have accepted already that he's probably not going to be scoring this half. Still goes for... Oh, if you don't come to me, I come to you, says the mighty blow tackle Saurus. Only gets the skull bow down. Does he greed reroll? Nope. Nope. He says, fine, I'll have more hits coming your way soon, don't worry. And his wrestle kick guy attempts to make it to scoring distance and away from his from the people who are surrounding him, but he manages to fail the dodge away from any tackle zones. But he's at least closer to the touchdown zone now. He's still got one more turn to get into position, so certainly not impossible that he would. Bantha is putting all due precaution to... I think he might foul that. Like, he's got the bodies to foul that. Like, and that is the only scoring threat that the Lizards really have. Like, there's this skink who can definitely get into scoring range as well, but like, and that's otherwise just a very valuable skink. Like, both wrestle and kick on him, though the kick is perhaps spent for this game, but like still, Wrestle Skink is like for a rookie skeleton, even if it's a 1-to-1 exchange, I definitely take that foul. Mummy takes down Sora's blocker. No armor break. He's going for a Mummy Blitz to try and clear the way. Makes the rush required to take the block. Down he goes. Down he goes. Now, unfortunately, like he moves the white there so that the white is in scoring range. Okay. I think this zombie lineman just needs to move like over here. Yep, just to contain this Sora's blocker. And then he needs to make that 3+ dodge. Oh, he goes for the foul first. That's a badly hurt on the wrestle kick guy. So that is that, and no ref interference, so that's about as good as it can get. Tries to go for the dodge, needs a team reroll at the very least, fails the dodge. Okay, so still not impossible for the Undead to score. Also not impossible for the Lizards to score. But there is exactly one skink left on the field. So that's gonna be a very interesting score for the Lizards if they manage it. Takes down the rookie zombie that was holding him. No armor break here. I think he just expends his blitz to take down this white. Because like that means that the Undead will not be scoring at all on their own offensive drive. But then what? Proxigor should definitely try to get up. But where would he want to go even? Probably just... Yep, goes for the white, manages to take him down, no trouble. And with that, there's not gonna be enough. Yep, he's one square too far with that push downwards. Brings him over to assist. Picks this guy up probably, and then takes that two die block against the mummy. But yeah, I think if I was him, how do I do this? This Saurus. Okay, so he is not going for the score at all. So he is not going for the score at all. I don't know why he felt the need to bring the skink runner. I'd re-roll that. Like, you've got block, he doesn't. Like, this is your penultimate turn. Just re-roll that. Surely, right? Yep. And down goes the mummy. Unlikely to really do anything. Like, especially with no mighty blow, but like, you know. Sometimes dice are just dice. Moves him to corner the ghoul runner a little bit. Doesn't bring up the Saurus blocker. Yeah, I mean, for the Undead, probably just take a blitz at this skink, right? Just take that blitz, because it's like removing as many skinks as possible. Yep, there we go. And he gets the POW. Doesn't even need a reroll for it. Yep, stay put. Down he goes. And a KO. Not a permanent removal, but again, I don't think either team has a... Let's check. Yeah, the Undead have an assistant coach from the inducements, I think. Picks up the mummy. Sure. I don't think moves this mummy. Is that Saurus gonna be the... Like, surely... Like, it looks like you're going for a foul on the Croxigor, but, like, surely you should have just brought the mummy over here to help as well. Like, you need all the assists you can get, and there's, like... Like, you can't protect this guy anyway, so... Just one more assist. Would that have made the difference? Yeah, that literally would have made the difference there. Like, had the mummy been here for the assist, like, this doesn't help anything. I don't... Like, he could have just walked here for an additional assist. I would have also definitely gone for, like... probably not. Because, like, if you fail the dodge, there's a chance that he takes damage, so... Yeah. Goes for the blitz against the movement-busted ghoul with the Mighty Blow Tackle guy. Takes him down. Gets a stun. But no removal. And I think that's that. That's that for the first half. Well, no. I mean, might as well go for the Vanity Pass, right? Tries to go for it, but fails to pick up. the white just to sort of how would you call it? Just to just to sort of flex on the SARS who just fumbled the ball. Decided to catch just catch the bounce. That was pretty funny. Right, back to... So, did the KO'd skink did not recover. The KO'd skink did not recover, so the Lizardmen are going to be facing... They only have the 2 skinks. They do have their sure hand skinks, which is the important, like, skink for their purposes here. But they only have the 2 skinks, and they have all of their... So that's 7 more players, so they have 9 players for the pretty much full roster of the Undead. And this time he is also bringing the niggled jump up ghoul onto the field. Don't know whether or not that, like, he left him off the field because of an actual reason, or because he just didn't realize that he didn't start on the field. Because, like, that sort of mistake does seem to be rather common. At least it is for, like, I've learned it the hard way to always check, at least if you're not checking, like, the players that you actively have on the field, then at least check the sidelines to see if they're, like, you look at the sidelines and go, like, wait a minute, why is that player there? So he switches out the skeleton lineman for an additional zombie for more durability on the line of scrimmage. Yep, makes sense. Because he's now on the defensive. The extra movement of the skeleton probably doesn't matter. But yeah, he's going for a very wide defense here. And then he decides that he's not going to give the lizards as much room. So he's going to move everybody 1 square up as well. So, very wide, and fairly close up to the line of scrimmage defensive formation for the Undead. The lizards are very expectedly, they are just front loading, except for the 2 skinks who will probably be in the back. Let's see. So he is putting the rookie skink near the front. But yeah, the sure hand skink is in the back. I assume he's putting this guy so far forward because of the fact that, well, if he feels the need to do a quick score, he's going to be in the correct position. Brilliant coaching, and that is brilliant coaching goes over to the Oztop. So the Undead are sitting at 5 rerolls now. I don't think they used even all of the ones that they had in the last one, but now I think they're gonna go for a Creed reroll or 2 fairly early on into the half. All right, so that's a removal. That is a removal. So that's a rookie zombie, seriously injured. Regeneration kicks in, and that's fine. But that is now at least reduced the Undead presence on the field. That's okay. So Bantha is sorry, not Bantha. Okay, that is a block ghoul that gets KO'd off of the pitch. So pybot is very efficiently moving at a rapid pace, taking the blocks on the line of scrimmage, going for the blitz against the kind of exposed, like, well, not exactly exposed, but kind of exposed ghoul at the back, and then the skink at the front goes back to sort of cover just in case the sure hands fails and there's a flub of the pickup, I guess. Yep, widens his and the Croxigore is just not feeling it today apparently, because he once again goes bonehead. That's what, 4 in a row? Goes for the pickup, sure hands fails, but the guy who's covering goes like, "Don't worry, boss, I got this," and just catches it out of the air. But yeah, very efficient, very quick pace on pybot for what he wanted to do. And yeah, I didn't actually say anything about it because I didn't like recognize it as it was, but yeah, the ghouls being like he's got a mighty blow tackle Blocksaurus, and it's not like he needs to. Okay, so a mummy goes there. Huh. Unfortunately, a little late for the block ghoul, but yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm looking at it, the ghouls definitely should not have been like on the outside there when that Saurus is a thing. And now Bantha is apparently willing to sacrifice the guard mummy to tag the mighty blow tackle Saurus. Okay, he went for the mummy blitz there, managed to take down the Saurus blocker there, goes for a GFI, has to burn a reroll for it. But I guess his reasoning for putting the guard mummy next to the Saurus blocker is that he's going to commit heavily into rushing forward on that gap that he just made. Which he is now commencing that operation. Makes the GFIs to get the block tackle sure hands guy next to the ball carrying skink. White sacrifices himself to go and talk to that Saurus, and then we have the jump up niggled ghoul who just moves behind the zombie there, and the zombie obviously does nothing. I mean, it is literally only going to need gets a push there. So starts off by blocking with the Blocksaurus on the line of scrimmage there. Pushes that zombie away. Takes a block against the white and takes him down. Does not follow up. No armor break there. And then he has guard block Saurus free. The Croxigore is free. Picked up the guy who got blitzed down. I mean, I think that pybot is very much hoping. Okay, so the Croxigore now decides to actually function correctly. Goes for the blitz. Only gets a both down skull. Sorry, on the blitz. Does not decide to reroll that. And yep, he does in fact make the 3+ dodge away. Moves it on forward. I mean, he's not gonna get like a perfect defensive position here, but it's good enough. It is good enough. I mean, this Saurus, yep. I was about to say that he probably goes for the 2-die uphill. He's got blocked, the mummy doesn't, and yep, he chooses the boat down so that the mummy isn't moved anywhere, and no armor break because again the mummies have very tough armor. Even for a player with Mighty Blow. Goes for the other side as well. Decides that both down is good enough, and both down they go. No armor break on either side. Yep, stands up the mummy. I'm gonna assume that, yep, he just stands up the mummy on the other side as well. We'll get, like, has more than enough assists available to get a 2-die on this Saurus blocker here. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think this perhaps was the wrong position, or perhaps not, because I think this Croxigor is in the wrong position, because this Croxigor I think should be here. Probably. So he is putting the assists here. But yeah, he goes for that instead, which he does manage to rush and does take down the skink because he does have tackle on this ghoul. I don't think he follows that up. Maybe he does? Yep, does actually follow that up. The skink goes down. Scatters to a zombie in a tackle zone who catches the thing. That's... I'm sorry to tell you this, Mr. Recycler II, but, that's... I don't think you're helping anyone by doing that. So goes for the 1-die there. Doesn't follow up. Just has those two Sora be tagged by that. Tries to dodge away from the Croxigor. Prehensile tail. Was that even necessary? He rolled a 1. Yeah, the -1 was not necessary. That would, but you know, could have been necessary. Now takes down the zombie with block there. Takes down the zombie with block. Which means that the... Hopefully the okay, he gets a stun there. That's nice. The Croxigor decides to function. And yep, gets both down, gets a serious injury on the zombie. So Recycler II fails to regenerate, and he gets a niggle. So I think Recycler II is probably going to be recycled into his 3rd incarnation at some point. Goes for the 2-die on the tackle sure hands. Ghoul manages only a push. But that is good enough, because now he can go for the pickup with the sure hands skink, and if he manages it, he's up and away, and doesn't even need sure hands for it. But he's got a lot of apparently not, like, he had a lot of real estate to go running here, and like what was he gonna do, like dodge after him? Okay, 2-die uphill, skull. Defender stumbles. He's got 3 rerolls. I'm not sure especially now that you made the choice to just stay here. Okay, went for the reroll. Same result, different sides. Picks the skull. Down he goes. No damage done. But the bull is kind of secure. I just don't really get why he would do that, because like this ghoul is stuck here, this ghoul is behind the lines, this ghoul is behind the lines, and it's not like there are gaps in the lines. that he could exploit to sort of like, oh, I'll just make like 1 or 2 dodges at 3 plus and I'll be through. So like there was a lot of real estate here to just go for it, like, and I don't mean actually going for it, but just run here and then have the other skink follow, and he didn't go for that. Granted, he is fairly secure in his position where he is at the moment, so it's not like that was the worst call ever, but I don't think that was the correct one. I don't think that was the correct one. Now, first moves the mummy, makes the rush to get the guard where he wants it and or needs it. So with that, okay, goes for a 1-die. Block. He can still go for a 1-die here, but I don't think he should. I think what he should do is he should bring this guy over here, which means that he gets a 2-die on this guard Saurus. Hopefully he takes him down. He doesn't follow, and then he could make 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could have gotten, but nope. Instead, he goes for the easier to set up blitz. Only manages a push. I'm gonna assume this ghoul runner runs over there just so that it's not just the white next to the skink. Okay, he tags the Saurus blocker there. Goes for the 1-die there. Does manage to take him down. Unfortunately, unless he manages like an armor break here. Okay, well, I jinxed it, I guess. I was about to say that unless he manages an armor break, that is a both down, which he uses a team ring roll for, gets a push, moves him over there, and he follows up with the ghoul to get away from the Croxy, but the Croxy will just probably smash the white there, and then he'll be next to the ghoul probably. Anyway, but yeah, now, like, this would not have happened had pybot just gone down the field, I feel. Like, and I don't think that Bantha would have been able to do, like, a very good pursuit of it either. Like, at least not with 1 turn. So, I think pybot could have probably, like, just rushed downward, like, rushed down the field, and then been fairly secure for at least, like, 2 turns. But picks up and moves the Mightable Tackle guy, just moving him southwards. Manages to get a POW on the movement busted ghoul. And manages a KO against him as well. So that's another important piece that has left the field. I mean, the block guard Saurus, I mean, it's a very useful piece, no doubt about that. But I don't really, like, I can't think of, like, when its impact has been, like, that great. Makes the 3+ dodge with the Sure Hand Skink to get away from his would-be pursuers, or people who would take him down, I guess. I didn't really think through where that sentence was going, so now I'm kind of befuddled as to where I'm supposed to end it. So I'm just gonna ramble on for a little bit. But with that, and that's another KO. That is another KO. So another removal. That was. Hold on. No, never mind. For whatever reason, the KO sort of showed up for me, but he didn't even go for a block. He was just thinking where he wanted to put the skink runner. But yeah, yep, he goes for the 1-die against the mummy. Doesn't need a reroll for it and takes him down, which frees up both of those Saurus and gets a stun for good measure, I guess. Not that that's probably fairly relevant because, again, like, he makes this move now. Takes the 1-die against the jump up ghoul with Niggle. Only manages a push. I probably wouldn't activate, would not activate, like, the Croxagore at this stage. Like, just to really hem in the undead forces. And that's an armor bust. That is an armor bust skink on a failed on the failed dodge. Unfortunately for Bantha, I think that is a skink removal a little too late, because as I said previously, I don't think the undead would have been in a great position to try and chase, and that statement has definitely not changed at all. Like, they are in even a worse spot, I think, to chase. Takes down the block Saurus with the mummy. Gets an armor break, only a stun though. But I think this is, yeah, like, there's not even really an easy way for him to, like, the best he can do is, he can get a 2-die there, but that would require, so 3+ dodge, get him, like, here, and then he goes for a 2-die from there. Hopefully takes him down over there. Then he can make a dodge into a tackle zone to get next to the skink runner. I think that's the best play he can get if he wants to get next to the skink runner. And then at that point, he needs to make a 4+ dodge with the white. Okay, He's going for... Okay, yeah, I think he's going... Instead, he's going to make this 3+ dodge into a GFI. He goes for the 2-die uphill. Of all the things that you would go for at this stage, you go for the 2-die uphill. Okay. So how does that help? Okay, he's instead. Okay, that's his play then. He makes the 3+ dodge, even without the dodge reroll. That's only a push. I think this is the team reroll time, and he gets the POW. He gets the POW on the sure hand skink. Goes down. No armor break. Good position for the bull to end up in. But then he fails the dodge. Yep, fails the dodge, stuns himself, and that's a bad place, a bad square for the ball to bounce to. Because, yeah, I think that was, like, I get what he was going for. Like, if he managed the 3+ dodge and then made the pickup, that would make it infinitely more annoying for pybot. But then again, he would just get a 2-die blitz with this guy on him anyway. Manages to get a POW on the super ghoul. No armor break there, I guess. Like, Bantha must be sighing from relief. Now the real danger here for pybot is definitely if he doesn't if he flubs the pickup again, because it's not like flubbing a 3+ pickup, even with sure hands, is by no means a rare occurrence. But before he goes for that, he does move the Saurus with the Mighty Blow tackle over to cover the ball, which is absolutely the correct thing to do. Needs to, yep, okay. Did need to use a reroll to get that Saurus blocker free of his zombie detainer. It does manage it. Probably runs him over here, right? Either runs him over there or just next to the ball again. Neither. Apparently. Don't know why you would... Why? Like, why is this better? Unless he goes like... I think it would, like, even if you are covering for... fails to pick up. Does make it with the sure hands. Okay. I don't think he goes for the score here. Like, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. I think he just runs here, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh no, that's not. Okay, so how is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not doable. So how does he do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna have to take some risks, but like just making those crazy dodges is the only way he's making. He potentially stops score. He's made all of the moves prior to that, and please don't do 2 die uphill blocks. Like Bantha, I know you might not, like, I don't doubt you're listening, but please don't go for any 2 die uphill blocks at this stage. You have to save those rerolls for the crazy play that you're about to go and like punch the skink with. Yep, he's looking at the blitz. He's going for it. Fails the dodge. Makes it with a team reroll, and he makes it. He's still got the 1 reroll. He absolutely needs to use it here. Only gets pushes. That, ladies and gentlemen, that is tragedy. That is tragedy right there. Only managed pushes. I don't know why you would push him there if you're also gonna follow that up. It makes the 4+. I guess that is why. That answers that question. Still not a great position, but okay. Starts with the 2 die block against the ghoul. Down he goes with a POW. Didn't even need to tackle. Goodbye, Mr. Super Ghoul. The skink does not wish to continue interacting with you. Follows it up. Still no armor break. Here goes. This needs to be a turnover, but it's a POW instead. It is a POW instead. No armor break there. If pybot scores now, there's still 3 turns to go, and I don't think he will. I do not think he will. He's just going to trust that Bantha does not have another one of those dodge plays in him. Which, statistically speaking, he absolutely shouldn't have, especially because he has no rerolls left. So that is, Blitz carrier with the white. Yeah, the thing is that the white needed to make a 4+ dodge. I mean, it probably 4+ dodge into. I'm not even sure he was actually in range because he would have had to go for here, right? Like he was here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because he needed 7 to get here, and the skink prior to being pushed was here. So the white could not have made it for the blitz. Right. The ghoul runner is now surrounded as much as he can be. And yeah, I mean, the skink runner goes into that corner, I guess, or here, maybe. No, here probably. Like, it's still dangerous. It like I've seen more unlikely plays unfold right in front of my own eyes to stop me from scoring than this guy making like a 4+ dodge into a 3+ dodge. So that's a 4+ dodge, 3+ dodge, And that's 2. Nope. Okay, so the Croxy goes there. Takes the 2 die against the white. Down goes the white. No armor break. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So he's just picks up the white, brings the mummy on in closer. The zombie is available, so he moves the zombie there, or moves the zombie there so that he's absolutely not in the way. Cancels out that assist, which means he can go 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Picks up the white. I'm gonna assume he picks up the ghoul runner here as well. Potentially keeps the ghoul runner around for something, but that is gonna be a 4+ dodge away from the prehensile tails of Croxy. I mean, it's a 2-die block. It's a 2-die block against the Saurus here. Oh, he's gonna. Okay. I don't think this is the correct play. Yeah, well, the prehensile tail made no difference there, as he rolled a 2 into a 2. But yeah. I mean, it wouldn't have worked for the ghoul runner here regardless, but yeah. I think it would have, I would have personally gone for the, bring the zombie over, cancel out that assist, and then bomb, try for that. Mostly because of the fact that it was gonna, I needed to pass a 4+ anyway. And sure, the reroll is nice, but I don't have tackle, nor do I have block on the actual blitz that I need to make against that. So yeah, pybot decides to not score yet, which is reasonable. Takes the block against the white. Takes the block against the white with the Croxy as well. Doesn't follow up. Down it goes. Gets a KO. Just to flex on it, I guess. Only manages to push against the other white. Doesn't. Moves the Croxy to get in the way of the ghoul runner, and I don't think Bantha is going to be doing anything here. I think he's just gonna probably want to rather see if he can do some damage, like get some SPP here. That was before the 2D block again. I'd have done zombie GFI, then 5+ dodge. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, the good thing about Blood Bowl is that there are many ways to play the game, even if you have the exact same pieces. So every coach can do that. Guess we're gonna see another crazy dodge play, question mark? He is, however, at least doing that 2-die block there. Takes down the Saurus, no damage. I mean, I guess if he needs to roll a 6, and he needs to roll a 6. Yeah. I mean, if you need to roll a 6 regardless, doesn't really matter how many. And he doesn't make the 4+ dodge anyway. Did the prehensile tail? No, the prehensile tail once again made no difference there. So that would have still failed. One does want to take a block with the Saurus because he gets 3 dice. And he's got a niggle on the ghoul as well, so hoping to get some SPP on the important Saurus there. He did also have a reroll in hand just in case. Only a stun. Also takes the 2 die here. That I think is maybe a little too greedy. Like quad skulls is certainly a thing. And then he walks it in with the Sure Hand Skink. And the Sure Hand Skink is now sitting at 18 SPP. So getting pretty close to the territory where he gets himself a stat up. But that is 1-0 pybot. Golden Hope's Legacy. KO rolls are pretty good across the board except for the white. So yeah. But I mean the undead have 1 turn left. So they need the raft to turn back the clock for like if they get an additional turn, they can score an equalizer. But if they don't get that, they are in fact, well, technically speaking, they are not incapable of making a 1-turner because they do have movement 7 and they do have enough players for it probably. But that would require a ridiculous amount, and I mean a ridiculous amount of good fortune on the side of the undead to make all of the, because like that would require him to start like actually be making dodges with like the zombies to make that into a thing probably. So and with pybot's chosen formation like that would be infinitely harder to achieve as well. So yeah, I have a feeling that Bantha is essentially saying, okay, if we get an extra turn, and obviously I'll try to go for the equalizer, and I'm gonna set myself up as such. But if we don't get an extra turn, then hopefully I'll at least get some SPP off of this on the line of scrimmage. That's at least what I would do, or how I would think. Right. I don't know. Oh boy. He is actually kind of setting up for the 1-turner, I think. and there's a blitz. There's a blitz. Yeah, I think that, I mean, yeah. A blitz just kind of stops that in its tracks because, well, that ghoul is probably gonna get blitzed by the tackle mighty blow guy. Or not. Why would... Did pybot come to the conclusion that he doesn't... Like, did he not... Okay. Okay, that does not, in fact, stop the... Well, I mean, even if he did it with the mighty blow tackle guy, then that would not have... But yeah, I think he just came to the conclusion that, okay, the blitz, like, even if I don't manage to take down or even push the ghoul, like, the extra maneuvering that I get to do is going to foil any attempt at a 1-turner. I think that's the sort of, like, that's what he came to as a conclusion, and thus he decided to remove, like, the two players who are the most important to him. He decided to remove them to the safety of not taking damage. So yeah, I think Bantha probably gives up on his attempt of a 1-turner. And now he probably just hopes to do some damage. Like, if you can call it a bright side, there's now one more Saurus blocker that's available for him as a block target. If he can just get the assists in place, which he absolutely can. He might still be thinking about... He either might have still been thinking about, like, maybe I can do the one-turner, or he might have just been, you know, frustrated by the fact that, like, even the kickoff results haven't really gone his way. I mean, he did get an extra reroll. He did get that, but then he already, like, he comes with 4 rerolls. And I mean, he did get through all of those rerolls, so, on this half. But, I don't know why he brought in 2 assists there. Like, you had guard on the guy, so you didn't need those assists. Takes a 2 die with a ghoul over there. Or no, he doesn't. He takes a... Okay. So he's not blocking the Croxigore. Is he... he's running back. He's going for a short pass, I guess. I mean, you can easily get a 2 die over here under the Saurus blocker, I guess, but... Okay, he fails to pick up. And that's the game. Another 1-0. But yeah, I think this I think came down to the fact that like, I think Bantha made a maneuvering mistake. I think Bantha made a maneuvering mistake in the first half, which potentially cost him the score. And then after that, he just could not stop pybot from scoring. He gave a good account of himself. Like, he gave a good effort at stopping pybot, but unfortunately, skinks are slippery guys, and they're also fast. So stopping them, is not. When the lizard like, he removed all but the one skink in the end, but that one skink was enough. But with that, thank you for watching this sort of a double commentary day of Blood Bowl. We will be resuming our Blood Bowl journey on the Wednesday, as there will be more OCC Championship games to be spectated. I believe there is at least one. There could be 2. And if we actually go and check... Oh. If we go over here, competitions, OCC Championship. Yeah, there are still... So there... That was... So there's... Both of these are still to be played, and I believe they have both been scheduled on the Wednesday. Or at least they've attempted to schedule it on the Wednesday. I am not certain yet whether, like, at what time they are, so we'll have to check on that. But we are definitely gonna attempt to spectate and commentate on at least one of these, both of which are gonna be interesting games, certainly. Yeah, that's like, despite the fact that they were like 1-0 games for pretty much all of them, right, so far. No, never mind. That was a 2-1. I was thinking 1-0, but that was Pidpat versus Venturos there, who was the other 1-0 result. But yeah, so far been interesting games all around. So no complaints about the, like, definitely can, like, I don't think any coach has really like done themselves a disservice in the sense that, like, all have shown why exactly they are in the championship, like playing for the title of the OCC champion of season 1. Like, I don't, and the teams aside from Nurdell's, which I feel is slightly I feel underdeveloped, but like they're getting massive amounts of inducements, so that does compensate for it at this low TV value, and for the Underworld, who already get like cheap bribes. So yeah. But with that, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you'll be here for Wednesday for some more Blood Bowl in OCC. And with that, we shall be definitely checking to see if there's anybody to raid. But as I always say, good day, good night, good evening, good afternoon, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.